Hello everyone, welcome to SIUK Japan webinar. Thank you for joining us today. Over to you, Wakana.
はい。それではウェビナーの方を始めさせていただきます。本日はですね、ノッティンガム大学中国ニンボキャンパスのウェビナーにご参加いただき、誠にありがとうございます。本校はですね、中国における初の海外大学キャンパスでございます。で今日は、パトリックさんをお呼びしまして、大学で学ぶための奨学金と、申請方法などですね、あとは、中国キャンパスで、イギリストップ大学の学位を取得する数多くの利点などをですね、ご紹介いただきます。はい。で、プレゼンテーションの最後に質問などもお受けいたしますので、質問ある方はチャットボックスなどに、お入れいただいて大丈夫です。はい。それではですね、パトリックさんからお話をいただきます。Okay, over to you, Patrick. Could you start your presentation? I think you are on mute, so.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Thank you, Miss. Thank you, everyone. So actually, this is my first time to talking to Japanese student. I'm very glad to be here. My name is Patrick from University of Nottingham, Ningbo, China. So before we start, probably if any of you are interested to know more detail of our program, of our student life, you can go to our website. So I put our website here, www.nottingham.edu.cn, and also my Twitter, my WhatsApp, and our social media account, UNC Global. So feel free to follow with our social medias. And before we start, I will give some history background of this university. So University of Nottingham, UK, our main campus established in 1881. So it's over 100 years of doing education, delivering excellent education to world students. And actually, University of Nottingham is also one of the very first pioneer in delivering global education to the student. So in 2000, we have our first overseas campus in Malaysia. And 4 years later, 2004, we have our own China campus. So it really gives a student a pretty new choice of you can receive UK top education in China. So really give a student to study an opportunity to get UK education in China. So I think one of the biggest strengths of our university is the internationalized nature of our faculty and all of our students, and also our living and study experience we provide to the world students. So without further ado, I will tell you more highlights of this university. So first, I will begin with some selling points of this university. So first, as I mentioned, this is a UK university, but the location is in China. So we deliver UK top education and we grant UK degree as well. But we also provide a very excellent China experience to our students. So the degree is from UK, and our academics, they are either seconded from UK, Nottingham, or appointed to university standard. So we assure our teaching quality, yeah. And this is also a very international and diverse university because we have student staff from over 70 countries and regions, yeah. And this is also, I'm not sure if this is interested to Japanese students, we provide free Mandarin classes. This is quite popular to Southeast Asia countries, to many students from there. But I'm not sure whether it is, you'll be interested to that. But if we do provide free Mandarin classes, so it gives a student, you can get a UK degree, also you can continuously learning and improving your Mandarin while you study here, yeah? And the format of learning Mandarin will be very, very flexible. So we have some modules we provide compulsory part for the Mandarin learning, but also we provide some, optional modules, elective modules, you can choose Mandarin. as your optional module. So it is also, credit bearing, and also we provide non-credit bearing Mandarin classes to students. So it could be, you can put Mandarin as your compulsory part, or you can learn Mandarin based on your interest, right? And the multiple scholarship will also available to our students. I will refer to these points later in my following slides to tell you more about our scholarships and the requirements, yeah? And we provide on-campus accommodation. So on-campus, the accommodation, they are just right inside of the campus, and it is guaranteed. So for many students, you go to some other university, you don't have to rent your accommodation outside of the campus. So we provide on campus, and also it is guaranteed. So basically we provide two different types of accommodation. One is you can live on your own. So it's a single dorm. The other is if you want to make more friends, we provide a 4-person apartment to our student. So one apartment, 4 individual rooms. So you will still have your own room, but you can make more friends, yeah? And I guarantee students, you come here, you will have a very good student experience here. Not only because we have over 100 student-run clubs and society, but also we have a very strong sports team, sports facility, very good quality sports facility here. And I would say sports team is one of the most visible team in our campus. So you will see them, all over the places, yeah. And we have very good facility for our students to be engaged with the sports events while you study. And our ranking is 103 in the world, and the UNC degree, it's a UK degree, but also recognized by the Ministry of Education in China. So if some student you want to work after graduation, it's possible, right? It's possible. And 44% of our academic paper will publish in top 10% journal in the world. Actually, our teaching is informed by our research. So teaching, research, they both are very, very important here. And we strongly encourage our students to go out, most students, they will go out during the year 3. If not for 1 year, then 1 semester, we highly encourage our students to gain more overseas experience as possible, because we have more than 100 partner universities in the world working with our university for our student exchange and study program. And we have more than 96 of our graduates are employed in further study 6 months after graduation. I can give you a data of our class of 2020. So we have more than 30% of our students, our graduates, they went to top 10 universities in the world for study. So university like Oxford, Cambridge, UCL, these quite good ranking university in the world. Yeah, it's like 1 out of 3 students they will go to this kind of university for further study. And also I will give you more detail in our student career support in my following slides. And the city of Ningbo. So probably Japanese student, you don't know this, you never heard of the city, the name. I can tell you this is very close to Shanghai. Shanghai is quite famous. So by train or by car, it's around 2 hours from Ningbo to Shanghai. And also it's a medium-sized city with over 7,000 years of history. It's an Asian city here. Asian, but also very modern. Population 9.4 million people. Because it's a medium-sized city, so the living cost, the expenses will be more affordable than big cities. And also this city is a business hub for finance, international trade, innovative startups, and light manufacturing. Even for our university, we have our own incubator. So actually allow our students to start up their own business just right from the campus. And student, if you, after the pandemic, of course, if you come to China for study, you can take flights from, let's say, Jakarta, Tokyo, sorry. So Tokyo or other cities in Japan to Shanghai, or you can take a transit then to Ningbo. But either of the way, we provide free pickup. So first time arrival, we provide free pickup to all of you. So we'll simply pick up at the airports, both either Shanghai or Ningbo, then send you directly to the university accommodation for check-in. Yeah, and in general, in China as a cashless society, I think Japan also. Yeah, so it's not very much special. Yeah. So I'm going to move on to the next, our program. So basically for students, you're doing Japanese national curriculum. It's a 4-year program because you come here, you will be start with our first year first. First year usually known as a foundation year. So you will start with our foundation and it's a 4-year program. But for some other students, if you are doing international curriculum like A-level or IB, then it's a 3-year program. So you don't have to study the first year. But every year you have different purpose and mission. So first year is basically to build up your foundation, and you will receive those theoretical fundamental knowledge of the particular course you will study. In the second year, it's very, very important because whether you can successfully go to our exchange program or study abroad program, your performance is very important. So whether you can successfully go for our mobility program during the year 3, your performance in the year 2 will be very, very important. And the year 3, you will go for exchange or study abroad. Some will go for 1 year, some will go for 1 semester, then you will come back for the final year. Yeah, final year, either for dissertation or some student will do student project for the graduation. So 1 year, the whole 1 year framework is you will get enrolled in September. Then you will have first winter holiday, during our Chinese New Year break for the early January or late January. Then you will come back for the second semester in early February or late January. Then you will start your second semester. Then after 3 to 4 months, then you will have your first summer holiday. So this is the whole year arrangement for student. For our postgraduate student, most of our postgraduate master level study is a 1-year program. So you will get started from September, then you will submit your dissertation or projects in September as well next year. And in November, usually middle of November, you will have your certificates. So it's a 1-year program. Most of our master program, very typical UK postgraduate program. So in all, we have a 4-year and 3-year undergraduate program, depending on which qualification, which curriculum you do right now. So again, for national curriculum, it's a 4-year program because you need to start with our foundation first. And for A-level IB, it's a 3-year program. Yeah. Also, some program like, let's say for many of our science engineering program, you are able to choose from 4 years in China or 3 years in China to 2+2 or 1+2, meaning you can choose to spend the rest 2 years in the UK or not. Yeah, so it's optional. And during your year 3, if you choose to study 4+0 or 3+0 in China, then during the year 3, you can go for exchange or study periods. Yeah, but differences for exchange and study abroad is exchange, you don't need to pay for our partner university tuition fee. So you still pay for China tuition fee, but for study abroad student, you need to pay for our partner university tuition fee. Usually will be a little bit higher than our China tuition fee. Yeah. And this is our partner where they locate. The map provides you, give you some idea of which parts of the exchange program will take place. So majority of our partner university, they are in European countries, and some in USA, Canada, some in Australia, and some in Asia, like Japan, of course, yeah, South Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, yeah, for example. So from these slides, I will tell you about our faculties. So we have 3 faculties. This is one of the Faculty of Business. It provides 5 different programs for undergrad level. So we'll begin with the first one. Yeah, the first one is Finance, Accounting, Management. So student, if you want to study more focused in finance accounting, you can choose this one. And the rest of 4, they're all under the bigger international business framework, but we provided 4 different streams. You can combine international business with economics, with management, with communication studies, or with a language. So you can choose one language from 5 different languages. So we provide Mandarin, of course, Japanese. So yeah, but I'm sure Japanese student, you don't want to study Japanese here. Okay, so Spanish, German, and also French. So you can pick up one language from 5 different languages to be your compulsory module. So this is our Faculty of Business for undergrad level. And the second faculty is our Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. So in totally provide 7 different programs to our students. So again, I will begin with the first one, economics. This one is also very similar to the 6th one, international economics and trade, but that one is more flexible in choosing optional modules. I mean the 6th one, compared with the first one. English language and applied linguistics, English language and literature, English with international business. Again, you can choose study English and also with international business. So half of the contents are from English school, and the other is from international business school. International communication, also here you can choose one language from 5 different languages as a compulsory part. And the last one is international studies, also one language is available. And the last faculty, but not least, so our Faculty of Science and Engineering. So totally it provides 15 different programs to our students. So first one, aerospace engineering, architectural environment engineering, architecture, chemical engineering, chemistry, civil engineering, computer science, and computer science with AI. These 2 are quite popular here nowadays. And also EEE, electrical, electronic engineering, environmental engineering, environmental science, mathematics, mechanical engineering, product design, manufacturing, and the last one, statistics. Probably you notice some of the program there with a star here, and almost everyone for science engineering program, and some for FHSS, and there's none for business. So which means program with a star, they are available for 1+2 or 2+2, meaning you can choose. If you want to study in this program, you can choose to study the rest 2 years in the UK, but there's no option for our business program. But for that one, you can go for exchange, right, in your year 3, up to 1 year exchange during your year 3. So this is our program, our courses, and we also provide accreditations to all of our science engineering programs. So meaning you finish your study with those programs, you will have at least 1 accreditation. So accreditation, it makes sure your study and the knowledge you receive from the class is very close to the real industry. So for example, for architecture, we provide RIBA, and for civil engineering, we provide 4 different accreditations. But also for business program, we also provide some level, some exemption from the accreditation body. For example, if you want to do ACCA during your study, and you can study our finance, accounting, management, and while you pursue for the accreditation, you will get some paper exemption from the accreditation. So which means it is more easier for our students to get accreditation during your study or after graduation. So for our postgraduate program, I will start with the first one, first Faculty of Humanities and the Social Science. As I said, most of our program, master level, they are 1 year program, very typical program in the UK. Also, we provide other research master. So usually for students, they want to study research master, they will progress to PhD study in the future. But today we are not talking about research master here. So these are all taught program, post-program, 1 year course. First one, applied linguistics, international communication studies, international higher education. For this particular one, usually for students, if you want to work in the higher education in the university or college, so it's ideal for you to study this particular program. And the next, international relation and international business, finance and investment. This also, under the finance investment, but actually provides economics, money, and finance. That one, yeah. So you only need to look at the program in detail in the bracket. And international relation and the world history, interpreting, translation, Mandarin, and English. So for this particular one, we require our student need to have a very proficient Mandarin skills. So student, when you apply, you need to provide HSK level, at least level 5. Yeah, so then you are eligible for this particular program. And the last one, teaching English to speakers of other languages. So it's a teacher program. So ideal for students, you want to be an English teacher in the future. And also we look at our business school for the postgrad level program. So the first one, entrepreneurship, innovation, and management. And we skip to another international business because these two, they are eligible for students with no business background. The rest, they are all require some level or some profound knowledge in business. So the next one is finance, investments, professional accounting, and international management, business analytics, marketing. These two are very, very popular nowadays. It's a new program, yeah. And also the last one, supply chain management. Yeah, so that's all of our business program. And the next one is our faculty of science engineering, because our faculty of science engineering, they are more focused on research program. So there is only one top program, urbanism and sustainable environment. So that's only one we provide to science engineering student in the master level. And that's only top program offered by this faculty. So the application procedure, it's quite straightforward actually. We have our own online application portal. So student, you just need to find our portal, the link. You can start with your application. It's quite straightforward. So I will tell you, some information of our portal, and we divide the portal into the procedures into 3 phases. So the first phase is basically you will require to fill out your personal information, to upload the transcript, your passport, and your personal statement, and also a recommendation letter from the teacher. So these are the documents actually required for the first phase. And the duration for application is we already started. So student, if you are currently already complete your high school, or you already complete your bachelor study, or you are in the final year of your study, you can apply. You can apply right now, and it will end by the end of May. By the end of May, we will close our application for the 2022 intake. Yeah, and same for our scholarship. Yeah, you can apply scholarship via the same portal by following the instruction via the portal. It's quite straightforward as well. So basically, you just need to download some scholarship forms, and you can take several scholarship at the same time you want to apply for. Yeah, and the duration for scholarship is same as the application, same time, same duration. Yeah. The second phase is about you receive our conditional offer, and if you are still doing your final year. So that's why we mentioned here, we don't require your final transcript in the first place. So you can provide with your current documents, then you can complement, when you retrieve those documents. Then we will change your conditional offer to unconditional offer. And some students, if you receive our scholarships, you will also need to pay for our deposit. It's 10,000 yuan deposit you need to pay for once you receive unconditional offer or scholarship. So the last phase is about, you can, via the same, we are talking about you can do everything via the same portal, yeah? So via the same portal, you can book your accommodation, you can pay for the rest of the fees, then you will get the offer pack, so which contains the visa letter for students to apply visa to China, yeah? And then you can book your flight to China, yeah? Prepare your pre-departure. So that's all about our application procedure. So the entry requirement is if student, you are doing national curriculum, again, I said about before, national curriculum you require to do, start with our foundation year first. So we also named it as our preliminary year. So the requirement is GPA 3.5. Out of 5 or 75% in average. And the student, if you do IGCSE, so international curriculum or O level, the requirement is BBB, 5 Bs, yeah. And also, if you do national curriculum, you need to take an IELTS 5.5. So it's not very difficult to get 5.5, right? And for IGCSE student, if you already taken your English subjects and you achieve like B, English B, you don't need to take IELTS. You don't need to take IELTS if your IGCSE English is B, yeah? And for A-level IB diploma student, A-level minimum requirement BBB, IB 30, but they are both varies for different program. For student coming for the first year, it's a fixed requirement. But for A-level IB, it varies from, let's say for business, we require our minimum entry requirement for A-level at BBB, for IB at 30, you will be definitely accepted to our business program. For some science engineering, it varies from BBB to AA. For IB, it varies from 30 to 36. So need to check carefully about the website, which the requirement is, for the particular course program you want to apply for. Again, the IELTS requirement, if you haven't taken, let's say, IGCSE English or A-level IB English, you need to take IELTS. The IELTS requirement is 6.5. For the master students, our requirement is you need to hold an honor degree at 2.1 level. So maybe this is a bit, confusing for students who are currently studying Japanese university, but it's okay. So for Japanese National University curriculum, it's average 75. GPA varies from 3.0 to 3.3, yeah. So that's the minimum requirement for master level study. And the IELTS also same as the qualifying year entry student, 6.5, yeah. Also, you can take like TOEFL or PT, etc., based on your interest. So the scholarship. So I will tell you a bit more of our scholarship. So basically, we provide two different scholarships. One is our global scholarship. The other is government scholarship. So for global scholarship, I think, yeah. So for the government scholarship, we have 3 bands based on your academic performance. So they are both, merit-based scholarship. So based on your academic performance either during high school or during your university study. So for global scholarship, we provide up to 100% full scholarship, and also 50% and also 25%. For government scholarship for undergrad level, we provide one of 20,000 scholarship, and for master's student, we provide 30,000 scholarship. So different scholarship will have different requirements. So if you are interested with our scholarship, you can ask, you can ask whether you are eligible for our scholarship. But one premise is you have to satisfy with our minimum entry requirement. Yes, that's the on top of everything. Yeah. So tuition fee, the highest proportion of the cost you need to pay for our study is our tuition fee. So tuition fee is 110,000 yuan. Yeah, so the living cost is around 3,000 yuan per month. Yeah, tuition fee is a fixed tuition fee. So let's say the first year you pay that much, then it will not raise for you for the following years. Even we raise our tuition fee for the new student, you were not affected. So it's a fixed tuition fee. Accommodation 11,000 to 16,000 yuan per year, every year. Yeah, and other costs like insurance, textbook is not much actually. So overall, estimated annual cost will be around 160,000 yuan per year, including everything. Yeah. And for accommodation, you can see from this short video, short clip via the left column. You can see some of the environment of this sample room. So that one is a 4-person apartment. So one apartment, you will have one individual room. So usually you will still have your own room, and that one costs for 11,000 yuan, quite affordable, right? 11,000 yuan for the whole year. And you can cook also, yeah, you can cook. If you want to, you can cook inside. And that one is a single dorm. If you prefer to have more privacy, then especially for master student, you can go for that one. It's 16,000 yuan for the whole year, and toilet, everything inside. So it's quite nice. And also you can cook with this one because every floor we have a shared kitchen. We have a shared kitchen. You can cook as well. Yeah, for this one. So this is all about our accommodation. Yeah. So this one I will talk about our career support. So career support is also praised very high at the university level. So first we have so many information shared to our students. So we have our student career portal. So you don't have to get all the information from various channels. So there is one channel you can access all the information is our student career portal. So for our events provided to our student, you can also access to your student career portal to either book for appointment with our career staff or check for the various events. So for the events, we have 2 big events for our students. So the first one, International Career Week, usually take place during October to November. It will have lots of career talks, workshops, recruitment fairs, etc. Yeah. So the other big one is usually take place in April to May. So we will have a grand student job fair for all students, including both local and international. So, but later on, we will have a smaller scale international student fair. It's for international students alone. So smaller scale job fair for international students. So 2 big events. One take place in October to November. The other one take place in April to May. Yeah. So to better understand our International Career Week, so I actually pulled out one calendar to demonstrate what were going on during the whole month. So I only put these October events, as you can see from here. So it's all about big company, famous company, either in China or international company in the world. So some company like Bank of China, Xiaomi, and like KPMG, big companies. So during this month and later on November, many students they will have a very effective industrial engagement with our partner companies with the university. This is also an example of the companies working with the university. So these are all long-standing partnership with the university career office. And the last slide here, I Because usually, before the pandemic, during this time, a lot of students will come to the university, especially for Japanese students quite closely. So you can come here, you can fly to the campus to see the whole environment here. But because of the pandemic, you cannot go. So we create this one, our virtual tour link for everyone. And I will put the link via our chat box here. So you can click inside, probe the university by your own, yeah? So thank you very much. And if you have any questions, do feel free to contact me by this email, yeah? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Patrick. It was really great to have your presentation with a lot of information. Okay, so now we can move on the Q&A session. So yeah, actually we have a lot of questions. So the first question. はい。それではQ&A セッションに移らせていただきます。で、最初の、ご質問なんですけれども、修士課程に出願するのに、就労経験は必要ですかということですね。The first question is for applying to the master course, do you usually require the work experience, the necessary or not necessary?
No. We don't require any working experience. It's not an MBA program, so it's a top master. So student, if you successfully graduated from university, you can apply for our program. But the premise is you have to meet our requirement. Right?
Great. Okay. Thank you. そうですね。基本的には、マストではございません。MBA とかですと求められることもございますが、前提としてアカデミックの基準をクリアしていることが必要ということですね。はい。では、2つ目の、質問に移りたいと思います。The second question. ジャーナリズムとマスコミュニケーションの学士号を持っています。どの修士課程コースに出願できますかということですね。The question is, the student have a bachelor for journalism and mass communication. Do you have any recommended course for this student?
Yeah, sure. I can go back to my slides. And you will see our program under the humanities and social sciences.
Yeah, that would be great.
Actually, there were several really fit your interest. So let me go back first. You were talking about the bachelor level, right?
Yes. No.
Master.
Yes, she wants to apply master.
Master, okay.
But currently have a journalism and mass communication degree for the bachelor degree.
Yeah. If you want to study mass communication, you can study actually. This is actually very fit to your demand. Do you need to interest is our international communication studies. So you will study the mass media, you will study the global issue, and also you will study a bit of politics. The creative industry kind of thing, yeah. So this is the right one for you to study.
Yeah, thank you. That's great. You have a lot of suitable courses for this student, I think.
It's a 1-year program.
Yeah, 1 year. Yeah, 1 year is very attractive. Okay, thank you. For the next question. So yeah, how difficult to get a job in China for international students?
So in the first place, I would say, student, you have to be very proactive and interactive with our career events. So allows you, in the very beginning, you can prepare yourself for a better career. And also, actually, the policy, sometimes varies. Sometimes, international student, you can study, and sometimes you cannot. So really, you need to focus on our policy level as well. But in general, our student, especially our international students, they are quite sought after by the employer, either in China or overseas. So the graduation performance for our university is quite good. Actually, you can, if you want to find out more in detail of our graduate performance, you can go to our website to search for the career reports. So it's in very detail. It breaks down every different major student, either local, either international. So you can see through, you can find out which program has the most best graduate performance in our university.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. That's great to have those information.
And by the way, for Japanese students, Japanese and Chinese were quite close, especially in the city of Ningbo and Shanghai. I heard of, some people say there were over 200,000 Japanese living and working in Shanghai.
Wow.
A lot of people.
I didn't know that. So I guess there are many chances for Japanese students to get a job, I think. Great. Thank you. I found another question related to the job. So another question is, do you have any Japanese company for job fair?
Japanese company. I'm not really, looking to every companies, but I'm sure there were some company, Japanese company here, because university actually working very closely with those international companies, and there were a lot of company. Their headquarters either based in Ningbo or Shanghai, especially in Shanghai. You will see a lot of Japanese companies, but I'm not really pay attention to every single company, whether they are from Japan or not. But I believe there must be one or two or many. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Great, thank you. Okay, so let's move on to the next question.次の質問がですね、コロナ感染状況や対策に関してもう少し詳しく教えていただけませんでしょうかということですね。The question is, what is the situation about the COVID currently in China? Could you let us know more detail and how everyone, yeah.
So first of all, China border is still closed. So which means it's quite normal here. You can tell I'm not wearing the mask all the time.
No.
We don't require to wearing masks in our workplace, but you will be required to, if you want to go inside to like shopping mall, just in prevention. Prevent. You have some close contact with some of the infection cases. But it's quite normal here in general, but there is some break, from time to time, outbreak from time to time in some cities. But Ningbo is quite safe. It's quite safe, for all the time. But most of the cities, I would say, is quite, normal and safe. And we haven't experienced awfully during the pandemic, I would say so.
Yeah, that's good information. It's seemingly different from Japan.
And some people say probably if without the Omicron, because we don't know how badly the Omicron is. But if the saying I heard, it was just before the Omicron, people were saying border probably will open in March or before September. Actually, because some university in Shanghai, they already announced to their students by saying, student, you can prepare for your flight. You can book for your flight to China, to Shanghai in March. So people, making the assumption probably, border will open in March or and before September. But you don't know, things the Omicron, whether they spread in the world. And Japan, I heard you also closed your border, right?
Yeah, it's like a temporary, yes.
So
Yeah.
You cannot predict.
Yeah, I hope things it's going better.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question is, what is the criteria to get the scholarship and how competitive to get it?
It's not very competitive. I can give you data of our last year, also in the pandemic. Around 40% of our applicants are students, they got our scholarship. So it's not very competitive, but we have limited quota for our higher scholarship. So I'm not sure that the student we are doing in which kind of curriculum. Let's take national curriculum, for example. So our minimum entry requirement is 75%, right? So if you are kind of like above 80, you are eligible for our minimum scholarship, which is either 25% or our government scholarship, 20,000 yuan. Yeah, so that one. If you are you can achieve like 85 or above, then you're eligible for our 50% half scholarship. And the student, if you are very good, like 90%, then you're eligible for our full scholarship. So this is a kind of criteria for your reference.
Great to know that. Thank you. Then we have a more question. So the next question is, the student is currently studying arts in her in the bachelor degree, and then she's at her last year. So can she apply to your any courses? I think she asking if you have any art related course.
In the master level, to be honest, we don't.
I think so.
We don't have many art related. But if you want to expand, I mean, some students they come to study for those top program. I mean, top program itself they are for web, right? For web. So I would suggest student you can maybe study in a different area. So in this case, you can expand your career pathway. You can broaden your namely in jobs. Yeah, you probably are suitable for more jobs than only in very narrow area. Like if you do arts, then sometimes you have to go for arts job. But if you studied business or maybe some social sciences, it really can broaden your career pathway. Yeah, this is my advice.
Yeah, thank you for your advice. Yeah, maybe it can apply to the business. You think? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, you can study business with arts background.
Okay.
And also you can study our many humanities and social sciences program.
Great. Thank you. And the next question is, do you have any deadline for applying 2022 September intake? I think.
You mean do we have any different
deadline application deadline?
Yeah. All the application deadline. I mean for both our bachelor and also for our master and also for our scholarship, they were all closed before the end of May next year. But student, if you're really interested to apply for our scholarship, especially, you need to make an early application because scholarship they don't wait, right? Scholarships they don't wait. It's on rolling basis. So when it runs out, then this is it. So there's no more scholarship. So you have to apply early. So yeah.
Great, thank you. And the next question is right. I think it's about your program studying in UK and China, both campus, I think. So is it possible to start my study in UK first and then move to the China?
possible, I would say, possible. It's I think it's you can, but you can make an application to UK Nottingham first. Yeah, UK Nottingham. Then our main campus. Then you can come to China through some like our mobility program for most of the mobility program there for 1 year program. So during your study, there is 1 year you can exchange to China campus. Then you can study here for maximum 1 year. So yeah, it's possible.
Right. So, okay. And then I think this would be the last question. But I think you already explained during your presentation, but maybe it would be great to just like briefly explain again. The student would like to know about the application process again.
Process is quite straightforward. So we have our application portal, which you can find via our website, the How to Apply section. So you go to the How to Apply page, then you will find the application portal link. Then when you go to the link, then you will follow the instruction step by step. So it's quite straightforward. It's no difficult thing at all. So first step, you fill out your personal information. You provide your current documents, let's say your transcript, your personal statement, your passport copy, your recommendation letter, and you can wait. So this is the kind of completion for the first step. Then you wait for usually during less than 2 weeks. Yeah, even earlier we will give you the offer. So for student you are studying your final year, then we'll give you the conditional offer. If student you already finished your study, then we will give you unconditional offer. Also later on we'll give you scholarship if you met our requirement, and you will pay for the deposit, and you will book for our accommodation via the same system. And also before when the border open, you can even via the same portal you can book for the pickup. You can check on the orientation program, induction, etc. So same portal, you can have all the information, everything. Yeah, I would say.
Thank you. I think it's very clear process, I think. And then maybe we can help. OK。そうですね。出願プロセスに関して、何かわからないことがあればですね、弊社でもお手伝いしておりますので、はい、ぜひお問い合わせいただければと思います。はい。OK。Sorry, I got one last question directly to me. So, could you, the question is, could you let me know the student visa process in China?
Visa process?
Yeah.
Okay. So once you pay for our deposit, once you get our unconditional offer, so our admissions, they will send you the offer package, so which contains the visa letter in the package. So you will use the visa letter to go to the China embassy to get the visa to China. But in overall, there's no declining cases before historically. So it's almost 100% guaranteed you will get a visa, then you will be able to enter to China.
Okay, great. It's not that complicated. It sounds great.
Visa is at least a thing you will worry about.
Yeah, it's great to have your support too. Thank you. Okay, so I think we answered all questions.
Great.
Yes, great. Yes. I think that is the last question. Okay, so so thank you for your presentation. It was very great to have you here, and also I'm sure that all students is happy to get the very detailed from you.
Okay. It's the first day for me. I would say I hope it's also informative information session that we provide to Japanese students. I'm very, very nervous because this is I'm talking to Japanese students.
Great, thank you. は
Thank
い。
you.
それではですね、本日のセミナーは以上になります。ご参加いただき誠にありがとうございました。もしですね、何かご質問等あれば、弊社の代表メールの方にご連絡いただければと思います。はい。それでは本日ありがとうございました。失礼いたします。Thank you for...
ありがとう。バイバイ。
ありがとう。
Yeah, I can leave now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for.
Thank you. はい。
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.